All blonde-haired people come from this beautiful corner of the planet, and it's not Europe. Though the majority of blonde-haired people today come from Europe, the unique hair color originated in a land that is a world away from the continent. The origins of blonde hair have long been debated, with Europe often hailed as the birthplace of this striking trait. However, research led by renowned geneticist Dr. David Reich has turned that assumption on its head, pointing to an unexpected beautiful region of the world, the ancient North Eurasian clime of Siberia. According to Dr. Reich's groundbreaking study, published in the journal Science, the genetic roots of blonde hair can be traced back to a population that inhabited the vast, snow-covered expanses of Siberia and surrounding areas thousands of years ago. The findings challenged long-held beliefs about the evolution of physical traits and cast a spotlight on a lesser-known chapter of human prehistory. Dr. Reich, professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School, has spent much of his career mapping the genetic history of human populations. His research has uncovered fascinating details about the ancient migration patterns and the genetic traits that define different ethnic groups. One of his most notable discoveries is the connection between blonde hair and the populations of North Eurasia. And in his work, Dr. Wright and his team analyzed the genomes of ancient humans from a wide range of geographic regions, with particular attention given to those from Siberia. The results suggest that the first people with blonde hair likely emerged from a group of hunter-gatherers who lived in the frigid northern landscapes of what's now Siberia and surrounding regions, a process that began over 10,000 years ago. The study reveals that these ancient populations carry specific genetic variants that are directly linked to lighter hair and skin tones. These traits likely evolved as an adaptation to the region's long dark winters, where lighter skin would have been advantageous for absorbing more sunlight and synthesizing essential vitamin D. But why blonde hair? Dr. Reicher's research suggests that the appearance of lighter hair in these populations was not merely a random genetic mutation. The presence of blonde hair in these ancient Siberians provided a distinct evolutionary advantage. As the sun's rays are scarce in the region's winter months, having a lighter hair color and fair skin would have helped early humans adapt to harsh environments where sunlight was minimal. The phenomenon of lighter pigmentation is also linked to an adaptation known as decline. In genetics, decline refers to a gradual change in the frequency of certain traits or genes across different geographic regions. Reich's study shows that as people migrated westward into Europe, the genes responsible for blonde hair spread into new populations, with the trait becoming more common in Northern Europe. This shift is thought to have been driven by both genetic drift and natural selection. Genetically speaking, blonde hair is a result of specific mutation in the MC1R gene, a well-known player in determining human pigmentation. While other genes can influence hair color, MC1R mutations are among the most significant when it comes to lighter shades. Reich's research suggests that the ancient Siberian ancestors of modern-day blondes carried mutations in this gene which helped them develop hair that is blonde rather than darker hues. And these mutations, however, did not just appear in one isolated group, as Dr. Reich's study also highlights the intricate web of genetic exchanges and migrations that influence the spread of blonde hair. For example, as these Siberian populations moved westward into Europe, their genetic legacy mingled with the gene pools of other populations, further cementing blonde hair's place in the northern European genetic landscape. While blonde hair is most commonly associated with northern and eastern Europe today, the truth is that its origins lie much farther east, in the heart of Siberia. Over thousands of years, these ancient Siberian populations migrated across vast distances, spreading their genetic traits throughout Eurasia. This migration was part of a much larger, more complex story of human movement. Populations in Siberia were among the first to venture across the Bering Land Bridge into the Americas, Today, evidence of this migration can be seen in the genetic makeup of Native American populations, some of whom carry traces of the same genetic variants responsible for blonde hair. Interestingly, studies have also shown that blonde hair can appear in populations far beyond Europe and Siberia. Isolated populations in Oceania, parts of South America, and even parts of Asia have exhibited rare occurrences of blonde hair, likely the result of ancient genetic admixture with Eurasian populations. Dr. Reach's findings not only shed light on the genetic origins of blonde hair, but also highlight the beauty and complexity of human migration patterns. The vast landscapes of Siberia, with their icy tundras and dramatic mountain ranges, provided the backdrop for a key moment in human history. These regions, long overlooked as the birthplace of blonde hair, have revealed themselves to be crucial to the understanding and evolution of our species. And this is on Express UK by Joel Day. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.